So the way that the original Optic House came into play,
there we go.
We were having.
Look at the colors popping. Welcome back. We are back again with another episode of the Vision Rewatch series. I believe last episode was when the boys returned from the Totino's Invitational, and also we met the new member of the Optic Scuf house, which was Alan. Optic Alan. This next episode is episode 4 of Vision, called The Visit, and we get a visit from a very notable and iconic member of the Call of Duty / Optic community at the time. And yeah, it goes over that. Again, we're at a part of Vision that I haven't seen in a very long time, so I'm kind of rewatching it, reliving it, re-experiencing it with you guys, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. So let's get into this episode 4, The Visit.
Well, and that's something that I wanted to clear up, right? Because everybody's like, is Hex gonna move in?
Wait, move in where? We didn't even tell him. So if you guys haven't seen on Twitter, or if you haven't heard the news on my Facebook page, the Optic Gaming competitive team has decided to move into a house together.
Yeah. Back with our Samples is the music.
I don't know. I kind of miss being on Vision. I'm not gonna lie, because I saw these other guys. All the other guys were getting asked questions, and I was like, damn. Past 2 weeks they've been solid. Nothing but grind time. Going to the gym every single day. Making 2 videos a day, every single day. I even made like 4 videos in one day. I've been on that.
4 videos in one day? First of all, I like the framing. Look, we got Darth Vader. I almost called him Darth Maul. What the hell? We got Vader in the background. I'm still trying to figure out audio, but that's fine. It gets the job done.
Day. I even made like 4 videos in one day. I've been on that grind, and my entire intention for this entire month was to double upload, and I pretty much did do that. There were a couple days that I didn't upload every single day. But that was because, well, the 2 times I didn't upload recently for a double upload is because my family was over, but you know.
How dare you?
Right.
The new Optic Scuf house.
There he is.
I'm extremely.
There was a bunch of shit going on at the time. In the Optic group chat, when I released the first episode of Vision, Nadeshot put in the chat, because he was in their group chat. Even though he was in LA, he said, who the hell edited that? That was awesome. And I remember being like, what? Like this crazy, like full circle moment for me. Cause I was watching Nade a lot growing up. When I was getting into all this, that was who I was watching, was Nade. So I think randomly at this time, I don't think Hector and Nadeshot were like getting along. Like I think they were on the outs. So it was kind of awkward. I think I remember it being a little awkward asking him to do this and then also putting him in the episode, but I mean, it's Nadeshot. Nadeshot was coming to visit. First time he hasn't left Optic yet. It's just like a weird thing where he's not like technically, in any of the content or doing anything in Optic. So, but yeah, I remember it was a great little weekend of him visiting, and I think it was Thanksgiving. Like, I don't know, it was a good time. So let's see what Nade's got to say.
Recently, for a double upload, it's because my family was over, but priorities, right?
The new Optic Scuf house is something that I'm extremely proud to just visit. I know that I'm not a part of it permanently, but the space itself, where it's at now compared to where it was in 2013 is absolutely unbelievable.
So the way that the original Optic House came into play,
there we go.
We were having.
Look at the colors popping.
What I'm about to say is not true. We were having a really bad season. We were coming in 3rd place all the time. And between Merc, Big Timer, Seth, and Nate, we decided, it's time to get an Optic house, right? It's time to get the gamer house, right? It was purely out of a need to develop a little bit more of a cohesive relationship between the players outside and inside of the game for better performance.
I mean, the old house was fantastic, and it was the culmination of a lot of.
It may have started out that way, but that's not how it ended up. Yeah, they probably, I wasn't a part of 6050, but it seemed like they needed to get a house to have people live together to get better at the game, sure. But it ended up being way more iconic than just a practice house, because that had been done before.
Outside and inside of the game for better performance.
I mean, the old house was fantastic, and it was the culmination of a lot of hard work. And now to see where it's kind of progressed in the last 2 years is just phenomenal. I left back in June, and the house was war torn. I mean, there were stains on all the carpets. There was just junk everywhere from all the people that have come in and come out, and it just was not a very good place to live. This is Will's room right here. Bro, tell me how he's always got a room next to the living room. This is like the same exact setup as the old house, except this shit got a lot bigger.
This shit is huge. You gotta see that bathroom.
Bro, does anybody else use the bathroom besides him?
Nah, just Will.
This is all Will?
Yep, just Will.
Dude, Will's room was crazy.
Oh my god, bro. The basement's
Oh, what the fuck?
finished. You guys probably don't even come down here, huh?
Dude, every time I see it, it's crazy.
Like this room we're gonna use for recording and shit.
Dude, Nate even says, y'all probably don't ever even come down here, do you? What the that dude, that's crazy.
God, bro.
Oh, that's the Nadeshot sign right there. I mean, I know it's blown out, but that sign it says Nadeshot on it. It's like a neon sign.
The basement's finished? You guys probably don't even come down here, huh?
No, not really. I mean, this is like this room we're gonna use for recording and shit.
Oh, it's kind of like soundproof.
Yeah, and this is a staircase to go up the garage. You can get through the garage. From here.
Oh my god, dude! This is where I filmed the intros, or this is where I filmed the. Oh, I forgot this was here. So this little like closet back here is where I filmed a lot of the intro or a lot of the interviews because all of this padding is on the walls, so it's actually pretty good sound quality. And look, there's my little camera, and there's a little light right here. Dude, this shitty ass tripod. I still have this shitty ass tripod. Oh shit!
Staircase to go.
I literally used that last week for Around the Bar. Oh, this is crazy. I haven't seen this closet in so
Go
long.
up the garage. You can get through the garage from here.
No way. Yeah. Hold up. No, not shit. Bro, no way.
It's supposed to be the gym room.
Are you guys actually gonna need equipment?
That's what Hector said.
I mean, you guys should probably put it like
A good setup in here at least.
No, I mean, all you really need is like a squat rack and a bench with dumbbells and free weights, and you're good.
That's what Hector said. He's gonna put weights in here. And then this is the this is the best bathroom.
That is my bathroom. That's my bathroom right
this
there.
is that sauna shower you're talking about?
Oh my god! What the fuck? My shower.
Yeah. Oh my god. Hey, what's up, man? Step on the scale.
261.
261?
Yeah.
Damn.
You didn't know?
You lost 20 pounds since I lived here?
I've been straight grinding.
I've been straight grinding.
I mean, we watched a couple of episodes of Sopranos, but
Do you guys use any of these rooms
Not
at all?
no. We watched Sopranos in here a little
What
bit.
did you, like, this house just keeps going. What's back here?
Wine cellar, and then
You know he's thinking this whole time like, damn.
Bro, what?
Yo, what if I
This is a server?
Yeah, and this is the wine cellar.
I was gonna ask Nate if I could do a call-in with him for this, and I probably will in the future. Like, but it seems like he's been. Last I checked, he was streaming with Thor, so I didn't even ask. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even ask. But I should ask him pretty soon, and of course I gotta ask Hector some shit too. Dude, nobody ever. I never went in there.
Obnoxious, bro.
The visit to the house has just been a lot
This
of
is
fun.
just
It's
obnoxious.
exactly what I thought it was going to be, and honestly, it's felt like nothing has changed. I was on the ride to get some food with Bose, and that was something that we did like twice a day when I was living at the house, and I like turned over and I'm like, I feel like nothing's changed at all. You know, like everybody, it felt the vibes were just exactly the same.
You know, when I wake up, I'm usually like, what am I gonna get to eat? What
Dude,
am I gonna upload?
I feel like
Do
in
I get-
4 episodes I've gotten a lot better. Let me tug on my coattail, tug on my dick a little bit.
I'm usually like, what am I gonna get to eat? What am I gonna upload? Do I gotta do something? But it was like, wake up, I know I'm about to go get food with Nade. Let's see what Nade wants to do today. You know, it's just a different vibe. It was fun. I had a good time, and I'm gonna see him in a few days when I go to LA.
It was pretty cool to have Nadeshot over for a few days because, you know, I haven't lived with him like I've lived with these guys before, and it was cool to see him in such a different setting. It was fun to do videos with him. He was a good guy. obviously, and you know, he adds more to the atmosphere, like right, like whenever like Seth is here and he's down to make videos, like we all get in that mindset.
Oh
like,
my
all right,
God.
it's go time, you know. And then when Matt came down, we were all like, all right, it's go time, and it was fun to just do a bunch of different videos like outside of our, you know, comfort zone, from rather than just gameplays and challenges and all that. So it was good.
I wonder if this is when we do like the condom challenge. Nadeshot like drops a condom and it lands full of water and it lands on Nick's face. I thought he was gonna suffocate.
Yo, when me and Bose won the 2v2 S&D tournament, ask me how many kills I had. Guess.
S&D? What map?
2v2.
What map?
What map was in the finals? Redwood.
Is 11
Are you sure?
possible?
Yeah.
I feel like
No,
it's 11.
Hunted.
11.
Guess how many kills he had, guess how many kills I had.
2. 3.
Not so many.
0.
That's fucked up.
So content for me has been a little bit up and down. I got mad a couple of weeks ago, and I saw my channel, and I was like, gosh darn it, why am I just not? Why am I ignoring this thing? Why can't I just focus, get it to 1 million, and then go from there? I have my current responsibilities in Optic as CEO. I have my content personality hacks, which is what I started out to be, what I set out to be from the beginning. And then I have a new company that I started, 2 new companies that I started. I started Bashers, which is a fishing clothing line apparel, because I love fishing. And then I co-founded a marketing agency in Chicago with an old colleague of mine. So I've been traveling to New York.
This motherfucker is 36 at this point. 36. We used to clown him for being 36, like that's too old. And now he's already talking. We're on episode 4, and he's talking about co-founding businesses. And a lot of these businesses eventually had exits, and now he's got generational wealth, which that sounds fun. I got 3 years to get there.
Back and forth, meeting with different people, I'm not going to tell you who, to explain what esports is, in our opinion, and why it's so important in the marketplace. And I've just been doing that over and over again. And on top of that, I'm gonna be very focused on my diet and exercise. And then on top of that, I got to create content for myself to reach a goal.
Now he's just
which is
making
1 million
excuses.
subscribers on personally, everything is just all piling up, and I'm a little bit scared, but I'm also very, very excited. I'm very willing and able to take on this crazy challenge of mine. I couldn't spend as much time over here as I wanted to because I was helping Judith prepare a beautiful meal for these guys.
Oh, Thanksgiving was super fun. We brought the family.
Oh my
out.
God, I forgot.
We brought Hector's, my family to come, Nick's family to come, Hitch's family. No one, besides Hector and Pamaj, that's the only family that came, but it was super fun. Hector's family is really nice. We had the dogs running around. It was a really homey environment. I liked it. It was really fun. The food was great.
Damn.
Whoa, did you just hear that?
I wanted to make sure that they still had the homey family atmosphere for their Thanksgiving, since they weren't going to go home, and they were going to not go home this time.
Yeah,
so
that was my first Thanksgiving. At Walgreens, I got to choose which day, one day out of Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, Christmas. You get to choose one day you don't work. And I always chose Thanksgiving, and I always hung out with my family on Thanksgiving. This year was my first Thanksgiving not with my family, so this actually meant a lot. Because I would have probably been like mad homesick if it wasn't for this.
Thanksgiving, since they weren't going to go home, and they were going to not go home this time so they can go home for Christmas. So, we did a pretty good job at that. My family, my mom and Judith really, cook really well. So I had no doubts that they were going to like it. We had a little bit of Mexican side dishes, which is, putting our own twist into everything else like we do in anything. And it was amazing. For me, it's just normal stuff. For them, it was like a brand new world.
Lots of pie. I actually had so much pie that I fell asleep.
Dude, there's so many interviews.
So what happened? I barely had any food. I've just never been a fan of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving to me, ham, hate ham. I've never had honey ham. On Thanksgiving, I'm all about this.
Up here it says, be fucking better. On his whiteboard. Be fucking better.
Ham, hate ham. I've never had honey ham. On Thanksgiving, I'm all about the stuffing and the pies. That's literally it. Screw everything else. Screw the mashed potatoes. Just give me some stuffing and pie. Basically, the two worst things, like diet-wise, that you could eat for Thanksgiving. I love it. So, had some stuffing. I had 5 pieces of pie.
What?
Yeah, my stomach was thinking for my brain, and I ate so much that I ended up going up here and just passed out for like 4 hours at 6 p.m. This week has been interesting. You know, it started off, actually, I think today, we still sort of thought we were blacklisted. It's really been difficult to find
Shout out
scrims,
Zenny.
but
Shout out
when we
Zenny.
find scrims, what sucks is we'll beat teams on hardpoint and uplink pretty bad, and then they'll just quit out for the CTF. So it's been a real struggle finding CTF scrims, especially as of late because of how many issues we're running into. So we started just playing CTF first, no matter what. And yeah, we're looking strong on it, except for one map. Evac, CTF, I think we've won once out of like the past 4 times. So we're a little bit weak on that map, and we got a couple days to fix it.
Honestly, like the first week and a half was literally hell. Like, when I say stress, I was getting pimples. You guys saw a pimple in my video. I was literally breaking out. That's how stressed I was. But now it's like we can't lose. It's a great feeling. We're doing good. Obviously, we played a few good teams and took maps off, but we really been playing teams on our level and doing pretty good, so I can't complain.
Current rule set, I think,
So at this point, Bose is still playing. When does he stop playing?
pretty good. I think that there's a couple guns that really need to get nerfed. I think that, you know, if say something like the dredge with rapid fire, I think, you know, people say, oh, well, you're not that mobile with it. You can't really move around that much. A gun that can one burst across the map with the first burst should have the recoil of like this, like just bounce up, rather than like it will just stay there and just shoot, not even recoil. I think akimbo needs to be banned. I'm not sure if akimbo is banned.
Akimbo?
Those need to go. Everything else I'm actually okay with. I think that I think it's a good call putting counter UAV in. It's basically like an EMP that lasts for the whole team. So when you get counter UAV'd, it's going to really test a team's communication.
What?
So I think that
The counter UAV was in?
Call.
So next week is also going to be a busy week. On Tuesday, I personally leave to LA. I get in at around 5 o'clock. I'm going to do a couple of things with a couple of friends there, and then, you know, Wednesday I have a meeting. I have 2 meetings on Wednesday. On Thursday I have a morning meeting, and then at night we have the Game Awards. Hopefully we win.
So in my opinion, 2014 through 2016, just this season in general, it's going to be a great time to be an Optic Gaming fan, because I think the team is extremely focused on having the best year that we've ever had as an organization.
I think that would be really important, to be honest. You know, we won a lot of tournaments last year. Obviously it is fan voted. So that's always going to be up for debate.
We won the Esports Player of the Year award last year. It was fan voted, which to me means a lot.
Oh yeah,
Nade
won
nice to be
Esports
recognized
Players.
by your peers, but at the same time, you know, it's also good to have that sort of commitment from our fans to vote us into any successful venture.
It's going to be a really good time, especially with everybody in the Optic Scuf house, to be a fan of Optic Gaming and just to see everything unravel over the course of the next year and even further beyond that. So I think the state of Optic Gaming is great. I couldn't be happier with how the organization is you know, progressing throughout the space that we're in, and I just can't wait to see everything and how it unravels.
Hey, look how many music by R Samplus. Watch how many interviews there are. Bam! Yo. Oh my God, that was another filler episode, but it had some flow to it, man. We get a little bit more of a tour of the Scuf house, you know, while also showing it to Nadeshot. You know, it was important at this time because people didn't really know where Nade like kind of stood with Optic, and I still don't think 10 years later, I still don't know how he felt, coming to visit, but for the Optic fans, it was very important that things seemed cohesive and it seemed like nothing had changed. That was one of their favorite, one of their favorite players, one of their favorite members of content, hanging out with all the boys. And they hadn't had a chance to see it in a long time. And so, obviously all of the content that happened during that visit, from everyone's individual channels were good, but it was cool to have like a cohesive place to talk about it. I really liked how much that flowed really well. I appreciate you guys watching episode 5 coming up next. Hey, 4 episodes down. We got a little bit more to go in season 1. We got some pretty interesting stuff coming up. I'm pretty hype about it. If you want to see me react and rewatch more things, iconic moments in Call of Duty and Optic history, go over to the Around the Bar Patreon. We've got some really cool bonus content over there, and all of the support goes into the Around the Bar show. But that's gonna do it. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.